sport played with our feet. Funny how lending a hand takes us further together.
Do we really have any choice at all?
Everyone has a choice, and every choice has a consequence.
Which do you choose?
Life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
How do you choose?
Well, welcome back to Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton for this second semi-final featuring Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard. Let us introduce you to our match officials. The referee is Amanda Kwan. Her assistants today are Natalie Barry and Emilia Schaafsma. The fourth official is Angelina Baldino. Let's get to the starting lineups for Vancouver Whitecaps FC. The starting goalkeeper is number 33, Morgan McCaslin. Defenders are number 4, Emily Wong, number 14, Taya Mason, number 28, Brianne Reed. She is the captain. In midfield, number 7, Geneva Hernandez-Gray, alongside number 11, Kaylee Hunter, number 19, Josie Longhurst, number 24, Bianca Paddock, and our forwards, number 8, Jamie Perreault, number 12, Kira Martin, and number 15, Jade Mitchell. Calgary Blizzard in their orange strip with the white trim. They will have in goal, number 1, Lauren Houghton. She's also the captain. Defenders are number 3, McKenna Walker, number 5, Aaliyah Coy, number 10, Bryn Mortensen, and number 21, Julia Kittleson. In midfield, number 8, Cheyenne Hedges, number 9, Brooke Batty, number 12, Aislinn Phillips, number 19, Rowan James. And the forwards, number 4, Rachel Barlow. Number 13, Kelsey McDonald. As you can see, the Vancouver Whitecaps will be in their white kits, and as we mentioned, the Calgary Blizzard are in their orange strip, and we are all set. And Jade, both teams missing key players as those with school commitments have moved on to their colleges or universities. Which of these teams do you think will have the squad depth to be successful in this competition?
You know what, I think when we're looking at these programs that are coming onto this stage, we have depth through different age groups, and we love to see that. We saw that with NDC, right? We saw so many new young faces, but their identity on the field did not change. So I'm looking at Vancouver Whitecaps here and knowing that they have such a sound academy program over there. I imagine that they're going to be giving these opportunities to some of their youth players. But that said, Calgary, can't underestimate them at all. So I'm excited to see what they bring onto the pitch.
Well, a minute gone in the first half as the Caps put it back into play from the near side. Now it's Calgary to put the ball in play from the near sideline. It's headed up in the air and away. And once again, out of play here on the near side. We're talking about the connections between these two sides, and we know that Katie Collar, who is in her third season with Vancouver Whitecaps, has come from the Alberta program. She was formerly with the Whitecaps FC BMO Calgary Academy program, also a team manager and assistant coach at Calgary Foothills, and she was also an assistant coach for the University of Calgary women's team when Diego Raposo was involved as well, the Calgary head coach. And Kaylee Hunter, who is one of the top performers for Vancouver Whitecaps, is originally from Calgary and a former Calgary Blizzard player. So quite a number of connections between these two sides as they face off against one another in this second semi-final at the League 1 Canada Inter-Provincial Championships. 3 minutes gone in the first half, still no score.
Yeah, as we look at players to watch here, I'm excited to see Geneva Hernandez-Gray, number 7 of Vancouver Whitecaps, come onto this field and really impact the game, as she's coming with a very solid background of experience. One of the most talented players in Canada right now. She was called up to Canada Seniors Women's National Team at 17 years old in November of last year. So somebody who's probably going to come in and impact the game in a major way.
Yeah, and Katie Collar in some pregame comments said she's certainly an exciting young talent, 17 years of age, breaking through with this Vancouver Whitecaps side. Talked about Kaylee Hunter as well, another player to watch for Vancouver's Jamie Perreault. Dynamic wide player who has excelled as a wingback over the past couple of seasons. And she is wearing number 8. Throw in for Vancouver. And it comes all the way back to the keeper. This is Morgan McCaslin. This is Hernandez-Gray. Gets a return pass. Cleared away by the Blizzard back end. Just want to fill in our viewers on some of the competition rules. The match, if tied after 90 minutes, will proceed directly to a penalty kick shootout. As we saw in the previous match, mentioned in our pregame that the winner of this competition will qualify for the 2025 CONCACAF W Champions Cup. And in addition to the 5 substitutions today, each team will be allowed 1 head injury substitution per match if that is the case. Here's play back to the keeper by Kelsey McDonald. This is Lauren Houghton. Nice move to get away from the tackle Coy, but it was picked off. And Vancouver will start right back. It's sent to the number 11, Kaylee Hunter, but she's at an offside position. Well, there's a look at our CIBC player spotlight, Geneva Hernandez-Gray. We mentioned she's 2-8 midfielder originally from Coquitlam, BC. She was named League 1 BC's top midfielder, young player of the year, as well as the player of the year for 2024. In fact, Whitecaps FC swept almost all of the awards this past season. A number of players and certainly the head coach being recognized in the year-end awards. Both teams really cautious in the opening going. Just kind of finding their footing.
Yeah, very reserved, looking to keep possession and try to find their groove a little bit as you know, both teams traveled here. Definitely not a short trip, so you know, just making sure we're settled in. We have some control, and everybody's set up. It looks like Whitecaps knows exactly what they're trying to do, trying to get their wide players in position to cut inside for probably early delivery inside the box, while Calgary is quite composed within their defending and don't feel any real threats so far.
Houghton will take the goal kick as she encourages her teammates to get downfield. Well played ahead, but just beyond the reach of the Calgary forward, and it comes all the way back to Morgan McCaslin. She'll throw it out to Martin. Nice quick one-touch passing, but it's gone awry, and Calgary now lose possession. And regained it again. Long ball downfield. This timing just not quite there for both teams. As we approach the 10-minute mark, still scoreless early on here between Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard. Here's Rachel Barlow.
As Calgary starts to encroach on Whitecaps' goal, we definitely want to look at getting some more numbers around the ball, creating overloads if we can with the ball carrier. That transition moment has to be a little bit quicker as soon as we win the ball.
Long ball right down the middle of the field and right into the waiting arms of Morgan McCaslin. That long ball downfield. It's a good run there.
Lots of pace.
From Jamie Perrell. Sends it in front. There's a shot at goal, and it just nicked the outside. But it was a good chance, well made there from Jamie Perrell.
I love the decision to go inside early. We see a better option, so we play that there. Awesome opportunity to create so early on.
Yeah, give me, I have the charger.
So throw in favor of Calgary Blizzard from the near side. This is Aaliyah Coy to put it back into play. Is it back? That's James. Cross. Through the middle. And the Whitecaps collect and start the attack all over again. Talk about the fact that quite a number of players on both sides have gone towards their universities and colleges, either in the NCAA. As we take a look at Katie Collar, she's the Vancouver Whitecaps head coach. And The Whitecaps have brought in a number of veteran players, not only for this competition, but also for that vital competition coming up during the week, the CONCACAF W Champions Cup. And one of them is Morgan McCaslin. She is the goalkeeper today, a 24-year-old who had a distinguished collegiate career at Samford University. Also had has some experience in as an all-tournament team member. There's a Whitecaps pressurizing now. Ball coming across. It'd been a handball, I think, that the referee may have picked out there.
It's a great movement inside. Unfortunately, that ball just did not bounce her way, but her movement to the top of the box to potentially put her foot through that ball could have been a great opportunity for Whitecaps. Seeing a lot of maturity in their attack as they like to live on the ball in those wide spaces or just outside that 18-yard box. I think we're going to see some cool attacks starting to generate here shortly.
Good individual play there, but eventually it's gone back to the Calgary keeper. Nice move from Jamie Perro, trying to get into the box, challenging the Blizzard defender, that's Aislinn Phillips. Puts it out for a throw-in. We're in the 15th minute of play. Still no score between Vancouver Whitecaps and Calgary Blizzard. This Whitecaps team, first overall in League 1 BC standings this season with 32 points. They had an unbeaten season. Best offensive output with 48 goals and conceded only 7 goals in 12 matches this season. So a formidable opponent for Calgary Blizzard, but they were the top club in Alberta themselves, first overall on 23 points from 12 games. And they had the best defensive record in the league, only 13 goals conceded, winning the league and cup double this year. Coach Diego Raposo, Calgary Blizzard, told us this is a possession-based team. They enjoy taking risks in the final third. Typically play in a 4-3-3, but they can certainly change their shape to a 3-4-3 if warranted.
That is such an important quality of any team, just having that ability to be dynamic, change based on the opponent that you're playing against, and have a different face, especially when you're going up in a tournament like this where teams have definitely done their homework and they're prepared to come into these matches on what your ID kind of looks like. So having a different face and what you can bring to the table is definitely a key indicator of a high-performing team.
Bit of spell of possession for Whitecaps FC, and just as I say that, they've lost the ball again. And Blizzard looking to take over and mount an attack themselves. Nice move here. Marshall Barlow. Against Brooke Batty. And that ball will go across the end line for a corner kick, first of the match. And it goes to Calgary Blizzard. And it's Rachel Barlow to take it. In-swinger. Back post, headed away. Knocked right back in and across the end line. Off target. We talked about Calgary's general shape. Katie Collar also likes to play a 4-3-3, but she can alternate with a 3-5-2 and says her team is capable of scoring through quick counterattacks, intricate possession, and build-up play.
What a great pass.
There's an opportunity, and Lauren Houghton had to come out quickly to smother that ball.
That's exactly what you want to see, especially when you have that incision pass that just breaks between that fullback and center back. Having a keeper that's aggressive and confident coming off her line just to save you in that moment, huge.
All the way back to McCaslin. Mason. This is Bianca Patek. And she wins the throw-in. At the halfway line. Looking to build the attack from the left flank is Vancouver, but it was sent back into the defensive zone. Here's a nice flick on, charge in, well played defensively. Good breakout for Vancouver. Jamie Perreault with it now. And ball is intercepted. And back come Calgary Blizzard. And maybe trying to do a little too much, trying to get past a couple of markers. And it's stolen once again. Perreault decides that the safe option is the best one. Back to her keeper, McCaslin. 20th minute of play. Still scoreless between Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard. In the second semi-final in this League 1 Canada Inter-Provincial Championship. The winner will move on to face CS Mont-Royal Outremont. While the loser of this match will challenge NDC Ontario in the bronze medal match, both on Sunday. Here is Geneva Hernandez-Gray. Following up is Josie Longhurst. Comes off a Calgary player. It'll be a throw-in to Vancouver.
I am loving these quick restarts from Vancouver here. They're not wasting a single second on having that ball back in their possession, and they're trying to catch Calgary off on a quick play, on a quick restart, especially in the final phase. That's what we want to see. We want to see that high tempo, high energy, dangerous kind of actions, showing that they really want to get the first goal on the sheet of the night. So I feel like Whitecaps is right on their way to achieving this.
Throw in from the far side. Blizzard looking to break. Pushed all the way back. And it's a throw-in to Calgary. Hedges. Trying to feed Kelsey McDonald, couldn't keep it in. Goes beyond the end line for a goal kick. Hernandez-Gray picks up a loose ball, setting it up, and he was just offside, just a step beyond the back line.
Taking a look at this replay here, I, as a striker, absolutely love this pass. It's a very unselfish act to play this one out. Unfortunate in terms of her line. She's called offside, but we've seen this pass now 2 or 3 times, splitting these center backs right down the middle for their attacking player, their number 9, to make that movement and take advantage of. And in any given situation, that's a striker's, you know, it's a steak on a platter right there for you.
Kaylee Hunter denied the opportunity. She was just a step in behind the back line. Nice move to get away from the defender, and it opens it up, but just a little too deep. And Lauren Houghton is there first. Well, we're just past the midway point of the first half and still looking for the game's first goal. It's been an entertaining first half so far, with the Whitecaps coming forward once again. Down the right flank.
Oof.
Kaylee Hunter.
Some fast feet on that girl.
And foul called against the Whitecaps player. So it'll go in favor of Calgary. And we talked about some of the notable players on the team. There are a lot of key absences for the Whitecaps, including their captain and top scorer, Kiara Blundell, who's moved on to Arizona State. A number of other players are away with Canada's under-15 national team. But as we mentioned, Katie Collar, the Whitecaps head coach, has brought in a number of experienced players, including Morgan McCaslin. Certainly Brianne Reed is another player who brings a wealth of experience, professional experience.
Yeah, you know what? Looking at this replay, that's a tough situation. Dangerous spot to lose the ball. Not the kind of foul that you want to give out right outside your 18-yard box, but in those situations, there's not really much else that you can do to try to prevent that goal-scoring opportunity. So sometimes you got to take the foul.
Well, it presents an interesting set-piece opportunity here for Whitecaps FC as Geneva Hernandez-Gray gets set to just feed the ball into the box. It's an open space. There's a chance. The Whitecaps player just couldn't get her foot around it. Sent right back downfield and right into the waiting arms of Lauren Houghton. Play right at the halfway line now. And across the touchline for a throw-in for Calgary. It's Brooke Batty. Hedges. Well won there. Turning with it is Bryn Mortensen. Ooh.
That's
the
great
player
pressing.
goes down. Batty follows up with it and loses it.
Vancouver did really well with that situation with so many Calgary players pressing and heavy numbers on the ball. Considering that they had numbers up, they're lucky to get out there.
This is Peril. Coming forward. Collects a loose ball and plays it back. Peril once again. She's been quite active here on the right flank for Whitecaps FC. Play a switch now to the left side. Errant pass picked off. It's a chance for Calgary to break right back down, but heavy touch there, and it is back in Whitecaps' possession. Well, we're approaching the half-hour mark. We're still scoreless between Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard. It's the second semi-final at the League 1 Canada Women's Inter-Provincial Championship. Quickly taken. Geneva. Hernandez-Gray. Peril. Looking for options through the middle. Wide on the left. Coming right up to the center of the box. And then picked off from Rachel Barlow.
It's a great idea, you know, wanting to come in, test the back line, who's going to step out first, potentially getting a crack off. Unfortunately, that just got away from her. We haven't seen really the keepers get tested yet in the first 30 minutes. It's been a lot of possession-based football.
Oh, Blizzard have a chance to counterattack now. Down the left side comes Rachel Barlow. She's watched, and just a heavy touch once again, and it'll be a goal kick in favor of Whitecaps FC. Kira Martin goes back to McCaslin. Ball straight up the middle. Peril just couldn't get a foot on it. And it'll be a throw-in. Aaliyah Coy to James. Picked off once again. There's a bit of a collision there between Hernandez-Gray and Aislinn Phillips, but nothing called. Calgary player shoved off the ball there. It's won by the Whitecaps FC. Another opportunity. And Calgary just sent it back down into the defensive zone. Kelly Hunter turning with it.
It's another
Peril.
great ball.
Into the box. Peril gets past. Tried the shot, and it was angled wide. Still in play, though. Whitecaps keeping it alive. Played in front and now cleared by Calgary Blizzard. But a great scoring opportunity there for Jamie Peril, who did well.
She did, and you know what? Even if she wasn't going for that full shot, that slot back post, that's exactly the option. The keeper did a good job taking away that angle near post. We need to have that run backside because that's what's open. And getting a little toe poke on it, that's all you need. So great, great action from Jamie Peril.
Well, certainly Vancouver Whitecaps FC have had the better looks at goal. But there still hasn't been a shot on target for either side.
Defending has also been quite sound. There hasn't been any clear-cut opportunities for shots to go off unless it's from distance, right? Anything that's right on the edge of the 18 or inside the 18 has been dealt with for the most part. So kudos to both teams in coming prepared.
Whitecaps FC venturing forward once again. Broken up. Played wide to the right. Kaylee Hunter, nice move. Inside to Longhurst. Hunter's continue to run. She's going to try and track this ball down. Kaylee Hunter back inside. Ball to the back post and a header, and it goes weakly into the arms of Lauren Houghton. Didn't really challenge her at all.
Can see that experience in Kaylee Hunter in the corner there, just living on the ball, giving her teammates a couple seconds to catch up and get into that box.
There's a free kick called in favor of Calgary Blizzard. That was a foul committed against Kelsey McDonald. So a set piece opportunity here for the Blizzard as we are about to enter the 35th minute. So just about 11 minutes plus any stoppage time to be added left in this first half of play. Over the ball is Kira Martin. Apologies, that's Phillips for Calgary. Players lined up right at the top of the 18-yard box. And try to just float this into the middle of the box. She had a direct shot at goal, and why not? It was a good effort in the end, but it was a good save from McCaslin.
She didn't let anything fumble there, so she was pretty sure of that catch, but it was nice on target. Just needed a little bit more power, especially hitting it from such a distance.
Right back come the Whitecaps. Challenge on Perro. It'll be a throw into Calgary here from the near side. Hit it up. Martin. Geneva Hernandez-Gray through the middle. Good ball. Hunter lets it go. And eventually cleared. She was unselfish, Kaylee Hunter, but there wasn't really the need to pass it off.
That's a moment where you got to be selfish. You know, you're inside the box. You've dribbled 1-2 players. You're in line with the goal. You got to pull that trigger, especially knowing that we're approaching halftime. We need something on the charts here with a goal, or at least testing the keeper with a shot. Doing a little bit too much can be frustrating at times.
Here's an effort that was blocked. And out come Blizzard.
What a pass.
That's a good pass. Just not angled quite enough for Brooke Batty to get to it. Well, they can certainly threaten with that quick counterattack in Calgary.
Absolutely. That's fantastic defending. Number 12, Kira Martin. did a really good job tracking not only the run but the ball, the read of the ball, speed of it. Took away a really dangerous threat.
With Josie Longhurst. She's one of the veteran players to have been brought in to this side. She's originally from Edinburgh, England, and has represented the Welsh women's national team. She's 22 years of age. Her net is great. Turning with it. She has so much confidence on the ball. Her net is great.
Definitely likes to live on the ball, go 1v1. You can see that she's a creator of opportunities for this group.
Here's a break for Calgary down the right side. He's going to get a second crack at it. There's Nikena Walker. It's kept in play there by Rachel Barlow. And the pass just didn't come off. Just under 7 minutes to play, plus stoppage time here in the first half. Still looking for the first goal. Whitecaps FC, Calgary Blizzard, still scoreless. Bianca Patek. There's Hernandez Gray chasing it down. Cleared by Walker. And it'll be a throw into the Whitecaps FC. Deep in the Blizzard defensive zone. It's at the top of the box. Broken up there. And the clearance. Just to relieve some pressure for Calgary. But Vancouver are right back on the ball. And it's right back into the defensive zone once again. Block there from Perro. Rowan James. Played wide to the right for Perro. Back inside. Crossed into the middle. It's over the head of the Vancouver player. Still there for the Whitecaps. And that was a wayward effort. Wide of the target. Just over 4 minutes to play now in the first half.
Getting a goal before halftime and going into the change room is going to be crucial for both groups. You know, it adds a little bit of confidence, bring in your step. The energy going into the change room at halftime changes, it's more positive. I know Whitecaps and Calgary are both pushing for one of those, whether it's going to be, you know, in possession style for Whitecaps, which we're seeing a lot of, or counter-attacking style breakaway for Calgary here. So hopefully one comes before halftime in the next 3 minutes.
Well played wide on the right side. Through the middle now for Batty. Battling with the ball there with Reed. Blizzard come away with it. Pass just beyond the reach of the Whitecaps player. James goes back to her keeper. Now an opportunity once again for the Whitecaps. Kaylee Hunter hunting the ball down, but it was taken away by Phillips. Perro following up. Stolen once again, and the Blizzard have a chance to counterattack. Mortensen had the ball stripped away there by Hernandez-Gray.
A great counter-pressing action from Whitecaps here. And again, we're seeing this, not a whole long bouts of possession from Calgary. A lot of dominance from Whitecaps, and I think it has to do with their defensive responsibilities being very sound.
Good pull in. Hunter goes to ground, lays it back. There's a shot. It comes off the bar and goes over top of the net. Best chance of the first half for the Whitecaps just a couple of minutes before halftime.
What a last-ditch effort to put that back, set it up for one of your teammates coming in hot. That's what we want.
Well, it's the closest either team have come in this first half. That shot glancing the crossbar and just going over top of the net. Less than a minute to play now, plus any stoppage time to be added. Here's a chance for Hernandez-Gray, but she's in an offside position and ended up taking the shot. It went off the crossbar, or it went off the post.
A player that loves to dribble inside, take players on 1v1, and has got a laser beam off her left foot. One we want to look out for.
Well, seconds ticking away now as we approach the 45-minute mark. Get an indication in a matter of moments from the fourth official how much added time will be given. We're into stoppage time now. And in fact, there won't be hardly any as the referee brings the first half to a close. So at halftime from Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, it's been an entertaining first half. Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard with the Whitecaps having a good opportunity just towards the end of that first half, a strike off the crossbar. But that was as close as either team came. So the score, after 45 minutes, it's Whitecaps FC 0, Calgary Blizzard 0.
Gatorade, with electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat, carbs to help fuel your working muscles, and fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing.
I do this for my town, my time, my time. None of you people can tell me to stop.
Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
Degree, 72-hour non-stop protection. Antiperspirant with motion sense. Tested to the limit. Degree. Keeps working when others stop.
This ultimate mouth-watering moment is brought to you by the big, bold, ultimate taste of Ultimate Chicken Hot Dogs, only from Maple Lodge Farms.
doesn't sound like it used to. The all-electric ID4 with instant acceleration. Electric feels good.
Volkswagen.
Go somewhere beachy.
I don't like sand.
What? What about Cancun sand? It's so soft. Or maybe Caribbean white sand.
Sure.
Ooh, Costa Rican sand. It's got
dolphins.
Costa Rica, then?
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Good choice.
It was all him.
With over 50 sunny destinations to choose from, we have a flight for that.
Welcome back to Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Ontario. We are at halftime of this second semifinal. Vancouver Whitecaps FC and Calgary Blizzard FC 0-0 at halftime. Alf DeBlasis back with Mackenzie Barwell, Jade Kovacevic. Interesting first half, exciting first half, especially towards the latter part of it, the 45 minutes where we saw Vancouver really pressing and having a shot come off the crossbar.
Yeah, that's right. They're pressing. They really want the ball. And as we've seen in the first 45, possession is a huge part for them. They want to control this game. And that's one of the things that I heard when I was on the sidelines is coming from the bench is whenever they lose the ball, it's we can hunt. Let's close the spaces. And right when I heard the word hunt, I was like, okay, they mean business. They need the possession. They want the ball here. And as you can see, you know, they're pushing forward, but it's all very calculated, right? They want to be intentional about their attack. And I think on the other side for Calgary here, they need to take advantage of the counter-attacking opportunities that they do have and really force those turnovers from their bench. It's about being brave. You hear the word brave a lot, and I think that's probably what they're preaching in the locker room right now.
Well, let's take a look at the first half highlights if we have them. And Jade, you mentioned during the course of that first half how quickly Vancouver wanted to get on the ball, wanted to get the ball restarted and moving quickly.
Yes, taking advantage of their set pieces, whether it's on a free kick, it's a throw-in. You're seeing those quick restarts to try to catch the other team off guard. If they lose possession to max point, counter-pressing to win the ball back as quickly as possible so that they can be in full control of the game, possession, creating opportunities. You can see that a lot in Whitecaps' DNA here.
For their part, Calgary was fairly stout defensively. They managed to keep their shape. They didn't really offer a lot to Vancouver, at least until the latter part of the first half.
Yeah, and I think, you know, let's not underestimate their attacking ability as well. I think one player to highlight here is Rachel Barlow. She's in the number 7 position for Calgary, and she's just running box to box. Like, this girl does not stop running. I was standing there just kind of, it felt like I was watching a tennis match because my head was going like this. But, you know, it's one of those things where they have so many players who want to put their body on the line. They're putting so much effort into this game, and I think you can see it's going to pay off soon.
Although the Calgary team is under quite a bit of pressure, but they've managed to ward off the threats from Vancouver Whitecaps FC, who have displayed a lot of movement, especially on the right flank with Perro being very effective, and Kaylee Hunter coming in, collecting the ball and being a real threat on both from a shooting perspective as well as a playmaking perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say Kaylee Hunter, you can see that maturity and that confidence that she carries on the ball. We saw her sitting on the ball, standing still in the corner, waiting for her team to make those movements into the box or at least catch up. And just something simple like that goes to tell me that, hey, I've been in this situation before. I've played in a high-level tournament. She knows how important it is to have the ball in the final phase, wanting to make those decisions sound and safe. Another person I wanted to talk about really quick was Brianna Reed at the back, our captain here on Whitecaps. You can see also that she's keeping the group really in tune and in check with their tightness, their lines, their organization there. And she's been sound at cutting off some pretty dangerous attacks from Calgary today.
And in terms of the Calgary offense, they sort of found a little bit of joy down the right flank, and we're pushing the Whitecaps defense well back. What are the expectations in terms of Calgary being able to find a little bit more joy along that right flank in particular?
I think, you know what, changing it up is going to be important, having a different face to your attack and being a little bit more dynamic, but really relying on the speed and the dynamicism of that player. The service into the box does need to increase a little bit because we're making those movements. We're going all the way to the corner. Yeah, sometimes we fumble, it happens, but we do need to be a little bit more consistent to getting ourselves in a good position in front of goal to put it away.
And Mackenzie, you've been down on the sidelines and been getting a sense of the type of rivalry that there is between these two sides. What do we expect to look for in the second half?
Well, I think to your point about that rivalry, it's really cool to see both coaches watching Kaylee Hunter, for example, because both of them, you know, have experience coaching her, and she was eventually, or at one point, with Calgary. And just, yeah, I think in the second half we're going to see more from Vancouver and maintaining control, to be honest, because they've been very good at those transitional long balls, right, shifting Calgary. And if they continue to do that, then, you know, at one point one team is going to get tired, right? So we'll see.
Well, the setting is Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Ontario. It's the second semi-final of the League 1 Canada Inter-Provincial Championships, and we are all ready to take a short break, and we will come back with the second half of this match right after this.
Degree 72-hour non-stop protection. Antiperspirant with motion sense. Tested to the limit. Degree keeps working when others stop.
This ultimate mouth-watering moment is brought to you by the big, bold, ultimate taste of ultimate chicken hot dogs, only from Maple Lodge Farms.
For sport played with our feet, funny how lending a hand takes us further together.
Power doesn't sound like it used to. The all-electric ID4 with instant acceleration. Electric feels good.
Volkswagen.
And welcome back to Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton, Ontario, as we wait the second half of the second semifinal in the League 1 Canada Inter-Provincial Championships. And Alf, back with Jade. And Jade, I wanted to ask in terms of the second half as these two teams get ready to come back onto the pitch, what is either coach looking at in terms of being able to neutralize or take advantage of some of the weaknesses on the opposite side, or some of the vulnerabilities? Where might they make some changes to either their shape or to their personnel?
You know what, I think both teams are seeing some success, but in different areas. If we look at Whitecaps to start, dominating the ball in possession, love to be in control of the ball. Decisiveness and timing in front of goal is off, in my opinion. I think there needs to be a higher tempo, a little bit more urgency in our movements, and then also decisions, because we're taking sometimes too many touches. We want to shoot, but we don't want to shoot. That has to change. There needs to be a little bit more incentive to going towards that goal and taking those risks. Who's going to be brave? Who's going to step up and take that risk and put us on the sheet? Now, when we look at Calgary, on the other hand, they need to have higher numbers in the attack. You know, having one person join, one person in the box against two defenders, it's just not enough. We want to have person supporting the ball as it progresses, and if we're counterattacking like they haven't seen too many clear-cut opportunities, but I think it's simply because of the numbers. So I'd be getting numbers up in the attack.
Anyone in particular that stood out for you through the course of the first 45 minutes for Vancouver?
Yeah, you know what? We've been talking a lot about Kaylee Hunter, number 11. She's playing number 7, so wide attacker right now. Somebody who loves to live on the ball, be a little bit of fancy with it, take some players on 1v1 and test the skill. And I love seeing that as a footballer, just seeing somebody who's going to be brave, take risks, and try to create. That's why we all love watching the beautiful game, right?
And in terms of Calgary Blizzard, anyone that has kind of stood out in terms of the profile?
Yeah, Rachel Barlow. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Rachel right now. I'm hoping that she's getting something creative in the box and gets a little bit more recognition for the hard work that she's putting in. But definitely somebody that the back line at Whitecaps need to be aware of, because on a split of a dime, she could threaten behind and potentially register a shot on net that we haven't seen the keeper get tested yet, right? So we're not sure what to see.
Well, there was scoring opportunities, especially towards the end of the first half, but it was still scoreless at halftime as the two teams are ready to make their way back to the field of play. Of course, this is the second semifinal of two, the doubleheader today featuring CS Mont-Royal Outremont against NDC Ontario in the first match, and the Quebec side moved on to the championship match on Sunday. This is the second semifinal featuring an all-Western affair, and it's Vancouver Whitecaps FC against Calgary Blizzard. And of course, the winner will match the Quebec side in the championship final, while the loser will play for the third place match. We're all set to start the second half, and it has kicked off with Vancouver now defending the goal to your right, playing right to left on your screen, and Calgary Blizzard in their orange strip moving left to right. And it's quickly into the Whitecaps defensive zone, and player is tripped up there, so it'll be a free kick for Vancouver Whitecaps. Coming forward is Hernandez Gray. There's a yellow card. At the start of the second half, and it was to Geneva Hernandez Gray. So the first caution of the match. Blizzard sending the ball long. Challenge there from Jessica DeFilippo, who's come into the game for Vancouver. Blizzard with possession now down the right side. Is comfortably into the second half of play between Vancouver Whitecaps and Calgary Blizzard. Throw in from the near side for Blizzard. This is Hernandez Gray. Now the Whitecaps down the middle of the pitch. Good flick on for the Whitecaps player, but touch was just a bit too heavy, and it's gone to the keeper, Lauren Houghton. So the Whitecaps have made a substitution as Jessica DeFilippo has come into the match. She is wearing number 22 as the Blizzard player challenged off the ball. It comes off the Whitecaps player, and it'll be a throw-in here from the near side. Rachel Barlow chasing it down. A challenge with Kaylee Hunter, and Perro comes up with the ball. Play from Emily Wan. Sent downfield. Good challenge there, but Geneva Gray back to sweep it up.
Similar to how what we saw in the first half, got some quick counter-pressing actions from Vancouver. They love living on the ball, dominating in possession, not giving really a second of breathing air to their opponent.
The Whitecaps will collect it and send it back to McCaslin. Ball sent down the right flank. Perros chasing after it. Trying to turn the corner. And she just couldn't quite get around the defender. It'll be a goal kick for Calgary. Blizzard, 6 minutes into the second half. Still looking for the first goal. Just a reminder, the Vancouver Whitecaps FC will move on from this competition to El Salvador, where they will represent Canada at the CONCACAF W Champions Cup. They have a preliminary round match against Alianza Women FC in San Salvador this coming Thursday, August the 15th. So regardless of the result here tonight, they have that date, that international date. So the best of luck to them as they fly the Canadian flag down in Central America.
What an opportunity to play on an international stage, represent your country, playing with girls that you spend a lot of time with. You have to imagine these girls are on the pitch, 4, maybe 5 times a week, including the game. So to have this opportunity after all that work being paid off, it's got to feel pretty good.
I should mention this team is no stranger to international tournaments. They won the prestigious international event, the FIFA Blue Stars Youth Cup in 2023, amongst many of their other titles over the course of the last couple of seasons. It's a formidable side, and here's a chance, and it is into the back of the net, and it comes in the 53rd minute. Vancouver Whitecaps FC have broken this game wide open. It is 1-0, 8 minutes into the second half.
And what a strike that was from about 30, 35 yards. A nice touch out of her feet. Notices that the keeper is not fully set here, and as we watch this replay, we'll go through it. Quick little look up, and she sees it, she chips it, she gets it. What a strike.
Well, she took it well. She saw the keeper off her line, floated the ball over top of her, and it just snuck inside underneath the crossbar. That graphic is incorrect. It's a Vancouver goal. Whitecaps taking the lead.
Jessica DeFilippo, I believe.
Yeah, Jessica, the graphic is showing Geneva Hernandez great. Getting credit. We'll see the official as the Whitecaps have taken a 1-0 lead on that goal, and it's been coming since the latter part of the first half. So it's just rewards for Vancouver Whitecaps FC to jump out in front. We'll see if the Blizzard can quickly answer. As they're going to have to step up their tempo to try and find an equalizer right away. And will the Whitecaps be content to hold on or carry on? Here's a play that looked offside, but it's going on, and it is a second goal for the Whitecaps with 2 goals within 2 minutes.
Now we got to save. If there's a goal that was going to be scored today, it was going to be one of those through balls that splits the fullback or the center back. We've seen that pass countless times already this evening, and all we were missing was the run and the timing. And Jessica DeFilippo, second goal, a couple minutes later, capitalizes. You can't give that girl an inch of space. She's got a sniper of a foot.
Well, that second goal came just a couple of minutes after the first one. Didn't take long for them to double their lead. And the Whitecaps FC are now in full command of this match. 2-0 over Calgary Blizzard. 2 quick goals to start the second half. Jessica DeFilippo will get credit for both goals. She came on as a substitute to start the second half, and she has rewarded her team with both goals. One in the 54th, the other in the 56th. And you really felt that it was coming, Jade, since the latter part of the first half when they had that shot come off the crossbar and another opportunity that was close as well. And they really picked up where they left off in the second half.
They did. I think they went into that change room at halftime and they felt like they had some unfinished business. Right away, they came into the second half. Guns a-blazing, taking their opportunities as they came. A little bit more dangerous incision passes. We see investment runs happening behind their back line. And you know what? It's led to 2 goals. So can't say that they're anything less than deserving.
Hernandez Gray out wide to Perro. One thing that impresses me about Hernandez Gray, she's got an engine. She is constantly on the move, constantly on the ball, looking for that space and a through ball to get her teammates open.
And I'm loving these little combinations I'm seeing off the front, in the middle. Sometimes we're seeing these wide players like Hernandez Gray come inside and looking to combine with their number 10s, their number 9s in these small, tight spaces. And I love seeing that. I love seeing that. This is a really beautiful display of football.
Well, the Whitecaps in total control now. Hernandez Gray coming straight through the middle. Perro back to Hernandez Gray. Perro continues her run, takes the return pass at the edge of the box, looking to cross the shot, and it just comes off the right boot of DiFilippo, but not a clean strike, and it was off target.
Change those hips up and it could have had a different story, but the delivery from that play there, couldn't have asked for anything more. We love those cutbacks to players that are in better positions in front of the net to score. Jamie Perreault has been huge.
Hernandez Gray again. And that was another opportunity, but it was signaled offside by the assistant referee.
About 60 minutes into the game here, we can really start to see the DNA and the identity that Whitecaps is trying to display. Calgary's had a little bit of more of a difficult time connecting passes, getting on the same page as one another. However, we're seeing those incision passes down the middle. They've generated countless opportunities for Whitecaps, and as a striker, those are my favorite. Those are my favorite. Those are great passes, and I'd love to see that goals are happening from that.
Just on the hour mark, and Vancouver Whitecaps SC leading Calgary Blizzard 2-0, both coming off the foot of Jessica DeFilippo. Wide to the right for Grace Moore. Over the head of DeFilippo. Played out wide, just a little too long.
If Calgary is going to want to get on the game sheet here, they need to commit more numbers forward. Looking at their back compared to the Whitecaps' strikers, we're 4-3, yes, we're 1 down, or 2 down, sorry, at this point. We're going to have to go man-to-man at the back, or at least commit our fullbacks or somebody forward to add an additional number to be a bigger threat and more dominant in front of goal. Not seeing a whole lot from Calgary right now.
So another substitution for the Whitecaps. Chloe Taylor coming into the match. Hernandez Gray wins the free kick. She tried to pull away from her marker, and really the Whitecaps FC are just demonstrating their dominance right now in ball possession, ball control, and just the opportunity to create space and scoring chances. Set piece. Ball comes into the box and then skips out just beyond the reach of the Whitecaps player. But certainly, Katie Kohler is going to feel rather comfortable with this scoreline, and she's going to take the opportunity to make some changes and just freshen up the lineup a little bit.
Absolutely. Try to get some new faces into the game, maybe some younger players that haven't seen as much time. Also save the legs of starters for the final, should they obviously hold this league and continue that way into Sunday. Be interesting to see how the players also manage this game too, knowing that they have this lead. Whether it's stoppages, restarts, do they, as we start to see in the higher levels, time wasting, right? And when you're on the other side of that, it's very frustrating. But when you are in control of the game like we are seeing here with Vancouver, it's going to be interesting as we approach the last 25 minutes here and how Calgary go up against this mothership of a unit.
Hernandez Gray. And it's played all the way back to McCaslin. All played through the middle. Wide to Perro. Trying to win the ball. Pushed ahead. Hernandez Gray. Perro couldn't get the shot off. And following up, a weak effort. Didn't pose a threat to Lauren Houghton. We're 20 minutes into the second half. And Vancouver Whitecaps FC have broken this game wide open with 2 goals within the span of 2 minutes. Both coming off the foot of Jessica Di Filippo, a second half substitute. And should this result stand, Vancouver Whitecaps would move on to the championship final on Sunday afternoon right here at Tim Hortons Field, and they will face the Quebec representative, Mont-Royal Outremont. Played through the middle, Di Filippo. Looking for support there.
These little techs from some of the strikers, we saw this in the first half as well. These little flicks playing off the front, especially in zone 4, combining in front of goal. Brilliant. I absolutely love them. They're the right time, the right place. the chemistry is just missing a little bit in terms of connecting, but I love these. I love to see these ideas, especially playing in small spaces under pressure. Test to the quality of the player that we're watching here.
Long ball into the box. It's collected here. Push through the middle. Could be another scoring opportunity for Vancouver, but it's cleared. And really, Calgary Blizzard in desperation mode right now, just clearing their lines. More substitutions coming. Looks like Bridget Mutipola coming into the game for Vancouver Whitecaps FC. All stolen there by Martin. There's a good through ball, but McCaslin is quickly off her line to clear. Elia Coy just keeps it in play. Now it's an uphill climb for Calgary Blizzard. 2 goals down. But they showed a lot of spirit in that first half. See if they can muster up some offense in the latter part of the second half as we've reached the midway point of half number 2. The referee's allowing play to carry on. There's an opening for Hernandez Gray, looking to turn into her left foot. Takes the shot, it's off the crossbar. Following up, Di Filippo for Whitecaps. Turning with it. Woo! She tries it, and it's flicked over top by Lauren Houghton as first Hernandez Gray and then Di Filippo having a look at goal.
Hernandez Gray, that look at the top of the box, beating 1-2 and then having it. It's unfortunate it bounced off the crossbar, but what a look. What a great shot. Secondly, Di Filippo, that turn, that angle. Let's take a look at that here. You give that woman an inch of space and she's going to take it. What a save from the keeper, though. That's class.
Well, they came that close to a third goal. They got a corner out of it. It's headed out of the box. Hernandez Gray, once again, loses it. As Grace Moore picked off. Here's a look at the Whitecaps' dominance. 6 shots on target. Just 1 for the Blizzard. And they're coming forward looking for more. In the 70th minute of play. T. Mason. It's it back to Reed. This is Mutipola. Ball headed away. Only as far as Hernandez Gray. She loses out, though, in the challenge. Phillips all the way back to her keeper. Just across the 70-minute mark now. Headed on by Mutipola. Perro. Nice turn.
There we go.
Quick passing to open up space on the left side. And that came off a Calgary head and over top of the net for another corner kick. Whitecaps FC challenging once again.
Solid defensive effort from Calgary there. If that head wasn't there, chances are there could have been another white shirt on the end of that cross on the backside. Vancouver's been relentless in this second half in terms of going forward, trying to pack as many goals into the back of the net here.
Swinging corner, headed on, deflected up, and then a shot right at the near post, saved by Houghton. And it'll be a corner kick from the opposite side.
Houghton's doing a good job keeping her team alive, you know, keeping the score at bay for 2. There's been countless opportunities in the last 10 minutes where she's had some pretty nice fingertip saves to keep her team going.
Corner goes right to the middle of the box, skips away. Played out, and the Whitecaps will regain possession. This is Reed. Mutipola, back to Reed. Nice move from Bianca Patik.
Can still hear so much talking coming from Vancouver. All of the girls are switched on. They're supporting one another. You can feel that that tempo is still super high. And at bouts, we're seeing the hands and the hips of Calgary players. Not that it means much, but they're having a hard time shifting and keeping up.
Well, double substitution coming up for Calgary. It's Kaylin Cheyang and Kaylee Major coming into the match. Aaliyah Coy, one of the players to be substituted. Those changes coming in the 74th minute. Jamie Perro tripped up. It'll be a free kick for Whitecaps FC. An opportunity to add to their lead from this set piece. It's a deep ball. It's come to the post, and down goes a Whitecaps FC player. No call from the referee. 75th minute of play. 2-0 Whitecaps FC. Both goals coming early in the second half. Jessica Di Filippo with the brace. Perro. Clear, but only as far as the Calgary Blizzard player. Bianca Patrick. Di Filippo. Martin. Mutipola. There's a good through ball.
It's a great ball in behind.
Good run down the right flank. Carroll plays it back. Cleared only as far as Martin. And Blizzard have taken over. Kind of ran herself out out of space and just had to put the ball out of touch as Whitecaps are going to make a triple substitution. It's Mia Gutierrez, number 25, and Sammy Reimer, number 13. Coming in, and Jordan Ziff, number 21, has already made her way onto the field. So,
as we just saw there, we saw Kaylee Hunter exiting the field, a dynamic player who was responsible for generating so many creative attacks for Vancouver. So I'm excited to see these fresh legs that come in and what we can see get produced in the last, what do we got, 15, 20 minutes left.
So Katie Collar using just about every available substitute on her bench.
It's pretty cool to be able to say that you've got to play in the Inter-Provincial National Championships, right? And regardless of the age, you can see that there's just quality through and through on this bench.
Brianne Reed, she's been really steady for Whitecaps.
She has, who gives us so much confidence at the back of the field.
Whitecaps breaking down the left side now. That pass was picked off. Headed on. Good challenge there from Paddock. DeFilippo turning with it. Opens it up onto the right flank. Tripping foul against the Calgary Blizzard, and there will be another set-piece opportunity for Whitecaps FC. Just approaching the 80-minute mark. And the team from British Columbia holding on to a comfortable 2-0 lead over the Alberta representative Calgary Blizzard. Kick comes into the middle of the box, is headed up and out. Hernandez Gray following up. She wins the ball. Still Hernandez Gray. Weaves her way out of trouble. Still Hernandez Gray. And she still won the ball. Really impressive play from Geneva Hernandez Gray as it goes out of touch. Well, it's time for the Gatorade performance of the match, and it will go to Vancouver Whitecaps number 22, Jessica DeFilippo, scorer of both goals for the Whitecaps FC in the early part of the second half.
Talk about somebody who's come off the bench and made a direct impact right away. You know, she's come on. Anytime she's touched the ball, she's created something. She's been dangerous. She's tried to turn the back line. And that's exactly what we want to see from somebody coming off the bench, but also an attacking player.
She is certainly an impressive finisher, and came close on another opportunity shortly afterwards. Brianne Reed to Mutipla. Ball's intercepted. Blizzard looking to counterattack, but Reed stepping in once again.
What a great outlet pass, even though it wasn't connected. Relieved pressure from the back line and a potential counterattacking opportunity for Calgary. To see a defender do a little chip pass over a striker, got to give a little bit of credit where it's due there. It's risky, but I think it worked out in her favor.
Well, she hasn't had a lot to do, but Morgan McCaslin in the Whitecaps goal has been steady when called upon. Mutipula. Back to McCaslin. Well, Whitecaps FC are comfortable to play it out of the back, but they've just given it away, and Blizzard couldn't take advantage. Do they have enough time, the Blizzard, to find 2 goals to send this game to a penalty shootout? It's going to be a tall hill to climb for the Blizzard, who've been chasing the game since the early part of the second half. Foul against the Blizzard. Just about 7 minutes to play, plus any added time.
We're going to need to see a little bit more of an urgency from Calgary if we want to get anywhere close to goal. A little bit more direct in our play. For example, maybe have our striker play on their last defender so we have a high target. But we definitely need to have some orange shirts closer to the goal if we want to get on the sheet tonight.
Throw in for Whitecaps FC here on the near side. Tia Mason. Houghton. It's picked off. And then Calgary intercepts. Coming out of the back. Good block there from Mutipula. Free kick called in favor of Calgary.
Excited to see how they manage this, because this is within range. You can create a dangerous set piece off of this if we pack the backside. Let's see what Calgary does with it. Knowing that they need to get on the game sheet tonight, expecting them to go pretty direct.
Have to take advantage of this set piece. It comes deep, and it is just going to whistle by the goal. So an opportunity not taken there by Calgary. And we are under 5 minutes to play, plus added time. Whitecaps FC 2, Calgary Blizzard 0.
I have to say this because I have yet to see a keeper kit so beautiful. Like that color of pink, that is a great, great shade. Well done.
Nice color combination there, huh?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Blizzard looking to come forward. Just kept in play. She's going to have to make up a lot of ground to get to that ball. And it's across the end line for a goal kick.
I think it's fair to say we got the best view in the house tonight, eh? Don't we? It's nice to watch the game up here.
It's quite a vantage point here at Tim Hortons Field. Blizzard with the opportunity here from the right flank. Ball played across the middle. No Calgary player at the top of the box to make it count. They're going to have to step up their tempo a little bit. Find some urgency, as you mentioned, Jade, to try and get themselves back into this game as the clock ticks down to 90 minutes.
Yeah, we're starting to see those long balls, those direct plays. Not a bad idea. Just need to join with numbers. You know, we have one threat left up top with Whitecaps. Can probably commit one or two more defenders or players on our back line into the middle of the pitch, or at least a little higher so that we have support if it does bounce back out.
Got to string some passes together at the Blizzard. Try and move forward, but it's been picked off again. And Hernandez Gray is just going to settle it, slow the play down.
Oh, for sure.
So impressed with Hernandez Gray in midfield.
I love the way she plays. She's so confident with the ball at her feet, under pressure, not under pressure. Just seeing her live on the ball, you know, at a very slow pace because she knows that she's in control. She doesn't have to go anywhere to go get goals. That's a mature player right there. Some of the creative moments that she's had in the middle of the pitch, too, have been top class.
You mentioned the word mature. We're talking about a 17-year-old.
I know.
Mature well beyond her years.
It's crazy.
Reed sends it out. De Filippo trying to find some space, but she was get down. Almost intercepted. Now it is. And Calgary player just ridden off the ball as we approach the 90th minute. Vancouver Whitecaps FC holding on to a 2-0 lead.
Oof. Fancy there. Fancy look.
Quick interplay there. Looking to put the cross in. It's a low one, and it goes straight into the arms of Morgan McCaslin. It's been a routine match for McCaslin in goal for Vancouver, not really threatened through the course of this game.
That was a great look by Rihanna Morani, number 11 on Calgary there. Just was misread, unfortunately, by the striker from Calgary. Hasn't really been tested, though. Morgan McCaslin.
Here's an opportunity. Could this be a chance? It's crossed in. McCaslin is there first. The opening was there, but McCaslin neutralized it. And we are into stoppage time. Good ball through to send Hernandez Gray. De Filippo. Played on the right side. There's an opening here. Into the middle. Is there a shooting opportunity there? No. De Filippo carries on for Whitecaps. Just over a minute of stoppage time played. Let's take it to the corner flag. It's really just a matter of killing the clock now for Whitecaps FC. As they're going to see out a very dominant performance over Calgary Blizzard.
What are you up to this weekend, brother?
Another throw in. Further upfield. And one again by Whitecaps FC at the halfway line. So Bianca Patek trying to break away. 3 minutes of stoppage time now, and that is all we're going to have as we have the final whistle from our referee to bring this match to a close. So, on the strength of 2 goals by Jessica De Filippo, Vancouver Whitecaps FC have beaten Calgary Blizzard by a score of 2-0, and they have advanced to the final, the championship final on Sunday afternoon. Well, it's time now for our moment of the match. And we're going to look at the first goal of the match, and it was the first of 2 scored by Jessica De Filippo, coming on as a second half substitute. Took the opportunity well, just sending the ball over top of the goalkeeper. She would add a second one shortly afterwards as Vancouver Whitecaps are victorious on the second semi-final match. And they move on to the championship game on Sunday against CS Mont-Royal Outremont. Take a look at the full-time match stats. Vancouver statistically dominant with 6 shots on target. Three corners to only 1 from Calgary Blizzard. And there was a single yellow card that was shown to Geneva Hernandez-Gray. And so once again, the final result from Tim Hortons Field in Hamilton: Whitecaps FC 2, Calgary Blizzard 0. I'm Alfred Lassis, and for Jade Kovacevic, Mackenzie Barwell, and our entire crew here at One Soccer, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here on Sunday afternoon. Have a great weekend.
This ultimate mouth-watering moment is